Guess who's back in the Bronx? What's going on, everybody? So today is the final game of the season, a regular season, and game 162. And the Yankees are off, and then the playoffs begin. The entire bracket hasn't been decided yet. The Mets and the Braves have a doubleheader tomorrow. They still have a couple games left, so there's still two teams that have not yet been decided in the National League. But the entire American League playoff bracket has been, well, not bracket, but the teams have been decided. So I'll give you those teams. As we know, the Yankees, the Cleveland Guardians, and Houston Astros are the teams that clinched their divisions. The wild card teams are the Baltimore Orioles, Detroit Tigers, and the Kansas City Royals. Those teams are in officially. Now, nationally, the Dodgers, the Phillies, and the Brewers clinched their divisions. And the wild card teams, the Padres are the only ones that are in. The Atlanta Braves are one up on the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Mets. So it's going to go right down to tomorrow. So, and I don't know if the Braves, are playing the Mets today. We'll see with that doubleheader. Let's see. The Mets are playing the Brewers today at 3:10, excuse me. So it's going to go right down to tomorrow. If the Braves win one of those games tomorrow, the Mets are out. So we'll see if the Diamondbacks win. If the Diamondbacks win, the Mets are out. So, but before I go, I have some news for you, and I have the lineup. And I just want to say thank you for spending the entire season with me. It's been an absolute pleasure, a joy, and an honor to be with all of you. And I hope we can do it again in the playoffs. I hope we do it again next season. I'm going to continue growing this community. Maybe next year we'll be at 30,000 members of this community. So I want to thank you all for doing that. And if you're first time here and you're not subbed to this channel, you enjoy the content, just hit that like button and subscribe button so you can join the family of 161. Appreciate all of you. Okay, you agree, you disagree, doesn't matter. Everybody's welcome in this community. So I wanted to say thank you again for a great year. Now, guess who's back? Chris Kirschner's reporting. Ben Rice is back. He's got a locker in the Bronx today. And he's also in the lineup. So I'll get that to you in a second as well. Actually, let's do that right now. Actually, before we do that, Mark Leiter is also back. He's been reinstated from the paternity list. So he's been added to the bullpen. The option Will Warren out after the game yesterday. They're replacing him with Mark Leiter today. So now here's today's lineup. Both teams. Okay, you got Gonzalez, Reynolds. Gonzalez is second base for the Pirates. Brian Reynolds at DH, batting second. O'Neill Cruz batting third in center field. Then you got Joey Bart catching at the dish, batting fourth. Then you got Palacios batting fifth in left field. Triolo batting sixth in third base. York batting seventh in right field. Cook batting eighth at first base. And Peguero batting ninth at shortstop. And on the mound is Bailey Falter. For the Yankees, Gleyber Torres is leading off at second base. Aaron Judge batting second in center field. Soto's got a day off. Good. Jason Dominguez batting third in left field. Giancarlo Stanton's DHing, batting fourth. John Birdie's batting fifth, third base. Alex Verdugo's batting sixth in right field. Anthony Volpe's batting seventh at shortstop. Ben Rice is back in there at first base, batting eighth. And at the dish is Jose Trevino, batting ninth. So Austin Wells has a day off, and Juan Soto has a day off. And on the hill is Clark Schmidt. Doesn't really matter who has a day off. They clinched home field advantage last night too, thanks to the Cleveland Guardians for losing the game and for the Houston Astros for beating them. Now, we will thank you, Astros, if we face you in ALCS by hopefully beating your asses. That's going to be our way of thanking you. We'll say, thank you, Astros. Thank you so much. So once the final postseason has been established for the two other wildcard teams in the National League, I will do my brackets and predictions. So stay tuned. That's going to come as well. But I wanted to get the lineups out to you. I wanted to get the news to you. Okay, Ben Rice is back. He's been tearing the cover off the ball in AAA recently, especially. So this gives him another lefty bat to complement them at first base. And again, that doesn't mean they don't trust Oswaldo Cabrera. Doesn't mean they don't trust, John Birdie. Okay, these guys are still going to get playing time, and I think because Cabrera is going to be in the postseason roster, I think Birdie will be in the postseason roster, and I think Ben Rice will now be in the postseason roster. Unfortunately, I'm not sure. Anthony Rizzo, he's definitely not going to be there for the division series. Or almost likely not going to be the division series. But they do have a week now to rest and recoup and hopefully stay sharp for the division series, which starts next week. Okay. So, but two broken fingers. He said the pinky and the ring finger are broken on his right hand, which is the bottom hand when he swings lefty. It's also the hand that you swing and extend your arm with. So there's a lot of pressure on that back part of the hand, pinky and the ring finger. So that's a crappy spot to be hitting and have some fractures. So we don't know if Rizzo's going to be back. I don't think. I mean, even though DJ LeMahieu is saying he's ready, he feels like he can be back. I don't really think it makes sense to have DJ at this point on the postseason roster, especially when we have Oswaldo healthy and John Birdie healthy. And I like DJ, great player, leader, teammate, but if the goal is to win, we need to have the best players on the roster available. And the fact of the matter is we have to go from 28 games today to 26 games tomorrow. Well, not 28 players, to 26 players for the playoffs. They have to go back down to 26 players for the playoffs. So there's going to be a couple of tough decisions that are going to be made in the next week or so. Rizzo might not be. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, we'll see. They have there's a cap, 13 pitchers, 13 hitters. So don't know yet. Rizzo and DJ could be out. And if that's the situation, then Ben Rice is definitely going to be there, and probably Birdie and Cabrera and everybody else too. So, but you let me know what your thoughts are one way or the other. How do you feel about this lineup? But again, I don't mind that Juan Soto. He needs a day. He needs a day's rest. So, I'm fine with that. All right. And again, we have home field. We've got everything we can clinched. So, and hopefully the Yankees offense will be rested, rejuvenated, continue to stay sharp this week and ready for whoever they play in the division series. Okay. So now we can continue make it to the championship series and then to the World Series. 11 wins after today is all we need. Give me your thoughts, gang. Load up the comments, and I'll see you for the post game. Go Yankees.